This is CBS 46 News at 11. Getting results.
In less than 24 hours, all Georgians will be required to shelter in place. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Sean Gables.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alicia Roberts in for Rick. The governor signing an executive order this afternoon. CBS 46's Trayson Bragg is live breaking down what you need to know. Trayson.
That's right. That order was released from the Capitol earlier this evening and has restrictions for businesses in the state as well as restrictions for who you can allow in your home. Thursday evening, Governor Brian Kemp signed a shelter-in-place order with directions for all Georgians to follow.
This order is a common-sense, measured step forward to stop the spread of COVID-19.
The order is set to go into effect 6 p.m. Friday and expires April 13th. The order states that businesses, organizations, and governments can have no more than 10 people inside at any given time. In addition, those 10 people must sit or stand at least 6 feet away from each other. Restaurants in the state must close dining areas and operate solely on a to-go basis, while other businesses, including but not limited to gyms, fitness centers, bowling alleys, theaters, live performance venues, businesses licensed to perform massage therapy, and bars are closed to the public.
Because it is difficult to use social distancing in these establishments.
Family members are not required to keep 6 feet from each other. However, they are restricted to essential travel only. That includes grocery shopping, heading to essential jobs, and exercising. Get this, visitors allowed in your home are limited to people providing medical care, support staff, and those delivering necessary supplies, including food. You can also have visitors during end-of-life circumstances. Now, the order also states that the Department of Health, as well as several other departments in the state, are allowed to close any business, nonprofit, or organization that is not in compliance with the order. And again, the order currently is set to expire on April 13th. Reporting live from the Capitol, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
Trayson, thank you. I knew tonight more than 5,400 Georgians have now tested positive for coronavirus. The death toll continues to climb tonight with 176 deaths. More than 1,100, or about 20% of the patients, are now in the hospital. New tonight, the White House is getting ready to recommend to all Americans to wear a cloth mask or some kind of face covering to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. During a briefing today, the president said new guidance was in the works, but added it would not be mandatory. The White House Coronavirus Task Force has been considering the change because of increasing evidence showing infected people without symptoms can spread the virus. Memos from inside the Atlanta-based CDC indicate the coverings under discussion are not medical masks like the N95 mask or surgical face masks, which are needed for healthcare workers. And then take a look at this. This also happening tonight. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says the government, their $350 billion loan program for small businesses will launch tomorrow.
I encourage all small businesses that have 500 or fewer people, please contact your lenders. Any FDIC institution will be able to do this, any credit union, existing SBA lenders, and fintech lenders. You get the money, you'll get it the same day. You use this to pay your workers.
The Treasury Secretary's comments come despite widespread warnings from banks saying they're not ready. The so-called Paycheck Protection Program is designed to offer government-backed loans to small businesses with the promise of having that loan be forgiven if the business keeps employees on payroll.
Happening tonight, we are getting a better idea of the stunning economic impact of the coronavirus. The Labor Department says jobless claims soared to 6.6 million last week alone. And here in Georgia, Labor Department workers processed more than 133,000 claims last week. It is the highest number of claims ever processed in a week, and it's a jump of more than 1,100%. Now, despite the jaw-dropping numbers, one finance expert says we shouldn't compare this to the Great Depression or our most recent recession.
This is, a completely different phenomenon where we basically said, okay, we're going to close down the economy. We're going to close down a whole bunch of businesses that employ people. And so we plunged into it very sharply and very dramatically. The good news, if there is any, is that unlike the recession, let's say of 2008, 2009, it shouldn't take forever for us to get out of this hole. All we have to do is turn the economy back on.
Some perspective there. Also tonight, a stimulus check could be deposited into your bank account as early as next Friday. The IRS plans to generate electronic checks, that is, 1 week from today. It all depends on how quickly banks process those checks, but you could see a check deposited by April 14th at the latest. The new timeline is 1 week sooner than what the Trump administration officials had originally promised, but paper checks won't be sent out until April 24th. They are encouraging direct deposit. Those are for Americans who do not have banking information on file with the IRS. Social Security recipients and those on disability income will receive a check even if they do not file a tax return. And with so much financial uncertainty going on all around us, CBS 46 is always working to keep you informed and answer your questions. Right now on the CBS 46 streaming app, we've posted links and advice to make sure you get your unemployment aid as quickly as possible. We've also included a tool to help you calculate how much you can expect to receive.